Oba of Benin says anyone looking to cause violence will not see election day, says a Holo. What is your observation about general security readiness to curb and control any possible outbreak of violence before, during, and after the election? A question was thrown to a Holo. And he said, I think that the Nigerian police are very ready. And I also believe that the Nigerian police is one of the best police in the world if they do not compromise. So there is no thought or cultism or any influence of the politicians that will supersede the police if they want to work efficiently. So on that, I am very optimistic that police are very ready to curb their excess if they want to do anything otherwise. And what is your confidence in security agents' preparedness ahead of the election? He said, I think the police are always very ready if they are not any intention to compromise. Recently, you know, the Femi Fani-Kayode, the gentleman who is on the white substance, who insulted a veteran journalist and said that they believe in brown envelopes. So if the police are not compromising as regards to brown envelopes, I think the police will be very well prepared to curb any excess from thugs or from the politicians who think any Nigerian is worth their blood of re-election or winning election. I am very confident that police will be able to combat them. Of course, if they are really ready to do their work, they will work effectively. And that's why most of the time you see that, oh wow, at times you praise them, at times when they are not ready to work because of the situation in the country. Most of the time we hear that, oh, when they go outside to perform or to do any form of competition, they are always coming out the best, or maybe they go for training. But the problem is that once they come back home, why is it that they fall back to the same thing? It's just the way most of Nigerians wonder once they are traveling out of the country. Even the so-called politicians, there is nothing like entourage. When you go outside the DC, nobody's going to be standing for you, nobody's going to be doing anything for you. Once they go outside the country, they maintain. Even citizens as well. But as soon as they get back to Nigeria, everything of their experience in abroad, they will just pull off the cloth and put on Nigerian attire, and everybody begins to do whatever they want to do. Especially the politicians, they will not be forming VIP. It's unfortunate, very, very unfortunate. I don't even know the kind of mindset that has really gotten into us. So in this case of a election, you see today APC accuses PDP accuses APC. Then who is not a culprit? Who is innocent? You accuse this one of doing this, you accuse this one of this one. Then who is going to intervene? It's the same police. But if they are not involved in brown envelopes, and we know that most of the time that is what happens, and you see that a lot of atrocities continue to ravage us. Well, again, what is your concern about the protection of voters on election day as far as security is concerned? He said, we have had elections where you had more than 1 or 2 elections in one day and the police were able to provide adequate security. So I am sure I do not have any concerns about the police what they will do or not, or what they will not do. The police are well armed, they are well trained, they have more superior power than the thugs. So with that, nothing crossed my heart. If the police do not compromise, I emphasize a compromise. If they do not compromise, the police will deliver. Of course, the compromise here is where the problem lies. And I think there is an electoral law now in respect of people who violate, who either steal ballot papers or who in any way increase or decrease or disenfranchise the voters. I think there's a serious penalty for that. I do not know that. I don't know what section. I do not know the section. If I did, I would have at least quoted it. So as regard that, I think a lot of people know, but the government should go out on public awareness to warn persons who want to breach or violate any citizen's right by compromising with any of the politicians, either to add or to minus or steal our votes. And also there have to be lectures and a lot of awareness. And those who are intending to buy votes, I think the police should arrest anyone who is inducing anybody to sell his votes and their votes. I mean, it is a process and we will get there one day. I am sure that we are getting better by the day. So let us do some public awareness by the government. It will be very helpful. I'm I'm really, really surprised that people are aware already. Who are the people who are involved in this election malpractices? Who are the people who hire them? They have what would I put it? They have employers. The people who are into the crime, they are employees. Why the people who send them are the employers? Then who are the employers? They are the politicians, the same politicians. But I've never seen any politician that has been arrested for this, because these people who are working, who are always caught with all this election malpractice, I don't know whether they confess, because they would definitely, somebody will send them. But at that level, they will sweep everything under the carpet. So as far as awareness is concerned, people are aware, but those who have already made up their mind that they want to go through that route, they want to die for politicians, they will still do it, no matter what you say. Who told you that the awareness is not there? For how many years now? Close to 20 years. We have been voting since the democratic setting. We've been voting and people are aware, people are dying. No matter what you say, people will still do what they want to do. I think the most important thing, if the politicians themselves can be arrested, because most of the time you just hear, oh, they will arrest some boys or some people. Don't they have people who sponsor them or who sent them? They know and they will confess. Do you hear anything? No, you won't hear anything, because they know that most of them, if they are caught, they know that their godfathers will go and bail them. So what are we talking about? The awareness is there, but those who have yielded themselves that they want to die for politicians, they will still do it. Because if politicians come to meet me to go and you can't even, what are we going to discuss to that level that we even see me to even discuss such thing? Or those who are responsible, you can't even see them to discuss that rubbish thing with them. So it is those who are always going around them, those who do not have who do not have conscience, because some people you can't say, because maybe they don't have work. Even if you don't have work, there are some people who do not have work. There are some people who are so poor, but they have their integrity intact. It's not everybody that is poor that is, that just falls for anything. No. So there's nothing you are going to say. Those who have made up their mind that is the kind of life they want to live, they have seen a lot of people that have died in the process. Are they not supposed to learn? Do you need any police to come and arrest you? Or do you even need for anybody to tell you that these politicians do not have your interest at heart? That you should not even fall for all their antics? What are they going to give you? Peanuts. And you continue to remain in that level. And when an opportunity comes for you to even get appointment, they won't even take you, because they know that you are a rascal. You already know this thing, because you are not fit for good job. That is what you fit for. And if you feel that is where you belong to, good and fine, then continue in that. Well, as a foundation, what have you been able to do to sensitize young people not to be used as tools to disrupt the election? I think my foundation a lot of articles and interviews, both print media and live television, to sensitize the people, to advise them that this war was not created by them and they cannot solve this war. These people who are either APC or PDP are one family it's just unfortunate that the family is dysfunctional. They are very related, so it's not worth the blood of any citizens. And what do you think should be done to forestall any breach of a peaceful electoral process? I think people should know better than their life has been stolen from them, and they are over 20 years of age, and they still call themselves youth. And the best thing to do is for them to go out there and perform their civil responsibility by voting for their choice, by voting for an agenda, by voting for the manifesto, and after voting, go home or watch and protect your vote. Is not worth dying for. Whatever is not worthy living for is not worthy dying for, because at the end, these politicians will settle. When they settle, it becomes business as usual. So we must change the narratives, just like we have heard. But some people don't listen. They will. So, as a renowned and patriot citizen of Nigeria and a son of Edo land, what do you think would be a punitive measure to deter any group planning violence? He said, I am not really sure that their thinking will come to pass, because our revered monarch, Omonoba Nedoduku Akpolokpolo, the Ogidi Ga one of Benin Kingdom, has constituted his ancestors and deities that anybody who wants to cause any act of violence will not see the day of the election, and they will not be, they will not, because our ancestors are not going to be sleeping for anybody to come and cause any violence in our state. So guys, let us hear your opinion concerning the interview of this Holo, and what is said that the governor or the Oba has said. Do you think these people will deter these politicians, people that the Oba had meetings with? At the end of the day, 24 hours after the meeting, they started again. They just went there to fulfill all righteousness. Okay, nobody to go there. Hey, Oba calls me, will come for meeting. Hey, we don't go now. They even work themselves. At the end of the day, all to no avail. So let's hear your opinion. Leave your comment below and let us have your take.